My name is Reginald, and I'm happy to share with you a brief overview of my significant contribution during my internship at Vector as an AI education intern under the professional development team. So this is a project that my colleague Michael and I have developed to support the machine learning associates who will be working on the upcoming Fastlane computer vision project. I designed the curriculum, and with input from Michael, we are preparing the course content. So before I delve into details of the project, let me just give a brief overview of Vector's mission and the Fastlane project. So Vector's mission, as we know, is to attract top global talent with a focus on research, excellence, and innovation in building and sustaining AI-based solutions that drive growth and productivity in Canada. So the Fastlane program within Vector specifically aims to empower small and medium-scale enterprise to adopt and scale their existing applied AI capabilities, thereby positioning them for global competitiveness. And during my internship, I had the privilege to collaborate with exceptional team members such as Sedef, who happens to be my manager, and Michael, Flora, Viri, and my co-interns, Amil and Ida. So the Fastlane project, as we know, or like I will talk about, is a prestigious 4-month paid program that offers a unique and immersive learning experience for students, recent graduates, and researchers, with the aim of enhancing their skill in AI. And the upcoming cohort is scheduled for May, and it will be centered around computer vision, which we also know is a rapid growing field in artificial intelligence. So the proposed timeline for this project includes several key phases. It begins with identifying the company's use cases and the companies and their respective use case, And then there is a matchmaking week where the students are paired to a suitable use case. And after that, it moves into the execution phase, and which is divided into 3 buckets. You could see where the PD team sits in these 3 phases. And we are at the beginning of the project, or the beginning of the execution part. So the first bucket focuses on understanding the use case in depth, while the second bucket involves building models or creating proof of concept. Then the third bucket revolves around leveraging those knowledge and experience gained within the past few months to deliver value to the company. So the May cohort of the Fastlane program involves 4 companies. We have PIV, we have OCAS, Promise Robotics, and Promise Robotics, and Envision. In general, these companies' use case is revolving around image classification and object detection. So we have crafted the curriculum to center on image classification and object detection. So the PD team has done several workshops in the past where computer vision was a small component, but this will be the first time, I think, where we'll be creating a workshop that is fully dedicated to computer vision. So as part of the professional development team, our role or our contribution in this project is to deliver a comprehensive workshop that will equip the participants with the necessary skills that we will enable them complete the project. So we have developed this workshop as an integral part of the project process to ensure that the participants are well prepared. Myself, in collaboration with Michael and with support from the AI engineering team, we have meticulously crafted this curriculum to provide a thorough understanding of computer vision, the concepts ranging from the fundamental concepts down to the advanced topics. And the curriculum is structured to be suitable for beginners, but it is a good thing that you have some of these prerequisites before embarking on it. So the curriculum begins with an introduction to computer vision and deep learning, followed by an in-depth coverage of convolutional neural network and pre-processing techniques. Then we progress to various applications of computer vision, which, like I said, previously, centered on image classification and object detection. So because those are what aligns with the company's use case. And by providing this practical hands-on by doing this, we are going to provide a sort of a practical approach of delivering model training and evaluation to the participants. And lastly, we have a section that discusses on fine-tuning pre-trained models and deploying these models in real-world scenarios. You may ask what is the motivation for this structured or for this approach, and the motivation is that we want to lay a strong foundation of computer vision to empower the participants with the practical skills that are necessary to apply deep learning in real-world scenarios, since that is what they will be working on, thereby fostering problem solving and critical thinking in the participants. To enhance this interactive curriculum, we have also incorporated demos for each theoretical concept. So we have a demo that talks about that illustrates the concept of deep neural network and the effect of increasing the numbers of layers in a neural network. So these demos are strategically designed to help the participant understand the materials and provide a valuable insight within the limited time frame of the workshop. And our goal is to ensure that the participants grasp those complex topics within the workshop effectively. The workshop is scheduled to take place next month, which is May. Hence, we do not have any outcome or any feedback yet. However, the opportunity to present it to the MLAs will be a nice pilot project. In this regard, I think upon completion of the workshop by the participant, we expect this outcome from the participant. We know that there may be a lot more outcome, but the first one is that he or she should have an understanding of the fundamental concept of computer vision, which encompasses CNN architectures and data preparation and preprocessing technique. Secondly, we want that the participant should be able to attain a proficiency of applying deep learning to image classification tasks or image processing tasks, such as image classification and object detection. And finally, we want that the participants should develop this, should develop a skill in problem solving and critical thinking, because we are going to measure this by using real-world scenario data sets that are publicly available on the internet for delivering the workshop content. And I don't know if I still have enough time. Lastly, I just want to use this opportunity to reflect on the internship. And I can say this internship has been a life-changing experience for me, especially the professional mentorship I received from my mentor. It was indeed exceptional, and he motivated me to continue to grow and learn in every way. And throughout my internship, I was exposed to a wide range of tasks, which I didn't talk about here, but they were indeed practical and hands-on. So I had the opportunity to collaborate with cross-functional teams and apply the concepts that I learned from my academic studies to real-world scenarios. And all I can say is that I am confident that this experience will go a long way to serve as a solid foundation in my career. Thank you. I'm open to any questions.
Thanks, Reginald. That was a really strong and interesting presentation and an interesting program. My question is, how do you identify candidates for the program?
Okay, so identifying the candidate is not part of the PD team. So I think the project team does that, and after that, they do the matchmaking and the rest. So our role is just to take those candidates who have been enrolled for the program and train them for computer vision tasks.
But you did mention at one point that there's a certain level of technical proficiency that you expect people to have. Who's in charge of evaluating that? Like, how do you determine if these people are up to scratch for what you want to offer them?
Yeah, so we have an outcome, and I designed the curriculum, and while designing the curriculum, these were the outcome I wanted. I wanted each participant, upon completion of this workshop, should be able to boast of this outcome. So, like I mentioned, the curriculum was not designed for, it was not designed for total beginners, but you need to have some concept because it's a 3 days workshop. Definitely we can't cover some foundations. Going down into the foundations of deep learning within 3 days is unrealistic. So you need to be conversant with what machine learning is and machine learning models. Like, you should have heard of it and can do something with machine learning. Then you can enroll for the project, and we will cover those. It's like refresh, like we refresh your memory on those content, and we speed up the process. So the first day, we are going to talk about CNN. We go into details how the neural network works, what makes the convolution, and what is the neural network, fusing the both of them together to become convolutional neural network, the various activation functions, and what have you that has to do the ingredients of the computer vision. Then the second day, that is where we talk about the training of the computer vision models. We are focusing on pre-trained models. So we are going to use the AlexNet, the BGGNet, and what have you. So that's with that motivation, or with that approach, I expect that if you are enrolled for this program, at the end of this program, this is what you should have. So this, like I said, it has not been delivered, but this is what we are expecting. So there may be more outcomes that may come after the program. Like, I hope so, but these are the 3 I expect to see. Yeah, thank you.
Great, thank you.
Hey, Reginald, maybe as a follow-up to that question, so the participants in this program, like, do they already come in having a business use case that they want to solve with computer vision, or is it just this is more meant to be an introduction or like just learning computer vision skills, or is it leading like directly into a project?
Yeah, the participants for this program do not have any use case. So the project management team have already discussed with Fastlane companies, and we've agreed with they have agreed with 4 companies, and those 4 companies are ready to finance the project. So the participants do not come in with any use case. They are just to enroll with prior knowledge of deep learning. We train them on computer vision or deep learning, and then send them to the company, and the company gives them their data, and they work on it to deliver deliver something relevant to the industry or to the company they are working with. Yeah.
Thank you.